What if I told you November is going to be a huge month for crowdfunding? We have Slay the Spire, Elden from Steamforged Games, Runar from Ludus Magnus Studios, and so much more. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Clayton, and in this video, I'm going to be letting you guys know about some upcoming crowdfunding games for the month of November. And if you are new to this channel, I do these types of videos every single month. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any upcoming crowdfunding games. Now, let's get right into the video. On November 1st, we have Slay the Spire, a cooperative adventure deck building game where players will craft a unique deck, discover powerful relics, and slay the spire together. Super excited for this one. Been waiting for a long time for this one to drop. Let me know if you guys are too. As long as shipping's not too high, I'm definitely backing this one. Also, on November 1st, we have Castles of Mad King Ludwig, with a reprinting and a new Renovations expansion. This expansion will feature new special double room tiles that you can use to renovate your castle, double the rewards, and fulfill favors twice as fast. And if you think that is a good expansion, check out this next one. Role Player Adventures, Gulpax Secret. A new 7-adventure campaign for the cooperative story role-player adventure. Players take on the role of fantasy heroes to face new challenges, explore new environments, meet new characters. This is a must-have expansion if you are a role-player fan. PintaMonas, coming November 2nd, a miniature painting game where the whole time you are painting miniatures, and at the end of the game, you vote to see what miniature looks the best. Now, I absolutely love the idea behind this game. It's absolutely unique, and it's going to help a lot of people learn how to paint miniatures. It looks like everyone's going to be given a certain palette with some cards to help them choose what color scheme maybe to go for. I'm not too sure, but definitely looking forward to this one. I will admit, when I first saw this, I thought this might just be a play once kind of game and you're done with it because the paint might stay on the miniatures, but I've been reassured that the paint easily does come off, so you can reuse those miniatures over and over again and have endless playtime with this game. Sounds like a really fun idea. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that in the comment section down below. The Forest of Frye, coming November 5th. Prove your worth in this mythical forest by hunting monsters and collecting bounties. The goal of the game is to hunt down monsters and turn in a certain number of bounties to the town before another champion does. Gain as much victory points as possible, and how you interact between the forest and the town will be the key to victory. Helionox Chronicles, coming to Kickstarter November 8th. This is a 1-to-4 player cooperative scenario based deck building game that combines asymmetrical starting abilities and tactical in-game deck construction, along with engine building, resource management, and action selection. If you like space-themed deck building games, this is one I highly recommend you check out. Henchmania, the 2nd edition, coming to Kickstarter November 8th. This 2nd edition will come with a lot of changes, new gameplay, new design, and even 2 new expansions. Henchmania is a strategy board game where each player is the lord of one family. With the help of your loyal henchmen, capture parts of the city and use your influence to win battles. There's tons of different ways to earn points and over 40 meeples. Fit to Print, a puzzle tile laying game about breaking news, made for the whole family. Players will simultaneously collect newspaper tiles, stacking them at their desk in order to make the perfect front page of the newspaper. But if real-time games is not your style, this game does feature some other game modes, such as slow mode, where players take turn drafting tiles from a shared market, doing their best to arrange them on the front page to score the most amount of points. Or you can also play in puzzle mode, and where you take a specific set of tiles and piece them together to score the highest amount of points. Now, another game I'm super excited for that is by the same publisher as Endless Winter is Unconscious Mind. It's a game that brings worker placement, engine building, multi-use cards, and action programming together. The goal of the game is to master therapeutic techniques, establish a practice, and grow your clientele. You will need to go into your client's dreams and their unconscious mind in order to help them recover from various traumas of the past, so they can live happier and more productive lives. Fantasia Games has been hitting the mark. Endless Winter has been getting incredible reviews. This one looks insane. Love the artwork. It's definitely unique. Never seen this theme before. It's definitely going to be one I'm going to be looking into a lot more. Ceres, a 1-to-4 player sci-fi worker placement game where players take on the role of an asteroid mining corporation. They must do their best to outplay their opponent to try to rule Ceres. Another game that I think will be super big this month that I'm excited for is Maple Valley by Kids Table Board Games, a worker movement game that is fun for the whole family. In this game, you will move your workers in different paths on the game board, trying to gain different resources. Use those resources to complete favor cards that will earn you victory points. This is a game all about friendship. It looks super cute and cozy. It's a game that's in the same universe as Creature Comfort. So if that's your style of game and you're into family games that have a lighter theme, this one is for you. From the Moon, a game where players are representatives of different factions trying to complete a space mission departing from the moon in order to help mankind survive. Craft workers, build bases, and hopefully save the human race. Cube Monster coming to Kickstarter November 21st. A strategic engine building game where players take on the role of champions. They must race to the top of Mount Cubia, sacrificing cubes along the way to the mountain top. Take turns feeding the monster and awakening its desire for offerings. From the looks of things, it looks like it's going to have a lot of cool looking miniatures, and if you want to get the deluxe version, it's going to actually have a 3D mountain that you can play on. If it's in your budget and it sounds like your type of game, make sure to check this one out too. Project EOS Rising, a 1 to 4 player cooperative space adventure sandbox game that smashes up worker placement, push your luck, and dice placement mechanics. The game will also feature a roll for location game system that will ensure players a new and unique universe with unique challenges every time they play, as well as a light RPG system that allows the crew to explore and discover multiple paths to victory. Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the board game, coming to Kickstarter November 15th. The battlefield awaits you. Choose between miniatures or cards. Build your army of creatures and collect different artifacts. Master your magic and defeat your opponents. And don't forget to build your town. Now, it's time to talk about what's probably going to be the biggest game of the month, and that is by Steamforged Games. Elden Ring, the board game. This game will only feature 2 areas to play, but the gameplay will still offer a unique way to collect resources based on your location. Trade with merchants, speak to NPCs, and of course, you will have to contend with enemy portals. This game will also use a modular tile exploration system that allows you to journey across the lands and interacting with different locations, placing new tiles as you step into the unknown. Personally, for me, when it comes to Steamforged Games, I find some of the games are hit and misses. Some really cool miniatures, but sometimes the gameplay is lacking. Let me know if you guys are interested in this one in the comment section down below, or perhaps you're waiting for Chip Theory's version of Elder Scrolls to come out. Either way, let me know in the comment section down below if you're backing this one. Aelderman, a competitive Euro game for 2 to 4 players, where you embody an ambitious merchant in the medieval times, and you must fight to take your place at the top of the trade alliance. Use your limited action points wisely to trade goods and gain wealth. Secure as many victory points in the form of council votes as you can, and earn your reputation of the best Aelderman in order to win the game. Real quick, I just want to mention 2 games that I actually don't know the dates for, but I know they're dropping sometime in November. A strategic card game where players will compete using thematic decks on a hexagon grid, and also Pest, a game where players will slip into the role of leaders of a ruling house that was once a great empire, but has now been stricken by a plague. The plague has left much of the empire in ruins, so it's now up to the players to restore it to its former glory. Players must move their team on the board, quarantine and cure infected people, rebuild, assign workers, and harvest for resources. I've actually been following this one for a while. I actually covered it in my upcoming Kickstarter games for 2022 video way back when. So depending when this one drops, I have to wait and see how much money is left in my wallet. Runar by Ludwig Studios. A band of Viking heroes are looking to recover mythical relic gems and fight off creatures. This is a competitive game for 1 to 4 players. Each player will lead a group of 3 Viking heroes who must survive in their northern icy lands. Players must use their action deck made up of cards for each of their 3 heroes. They will use these action cards to activate the Vikings and influence the course of the game, unleash their powerful skills and talents in order to take control and show the gods what group should lead. If any of these games sound interesting to you, make sure to check the description box down below where I have links to all these games. And don't forget to absolutely destroy that like button. Check out this video right here to learn about more great games, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.